Boker Tov Yeladim.
Shalom.
Shalom, Rabbi.
Shalom, Rabbi.
Shalom, chickens.
Shalom, Rabbi.
Shalom, Rabbi.
Laris, I thought you would be on the road going to North Carolina.
Not yet.
Not
But
yet.
almost.
Almost.
Are you still on Dominican time? You're supposed to be on South Carolina, North Carolina time.
Not yet.
Oh, yeah? I'm packing in. Oh, look at the box central. All righty, let's start our day. Let's start our day with Stray Cat from the Ghetto, Philadelphia. You guys are funny. Tiffany's going to pray. Then you guys are going to do the Shema. And Ariel's going to do the 10 Commandments.
Okay, so thank you, Lord, for another wonderful day and for good weather, not too hot or too cold. It's just chilling. And we thank you for safety, because we totally live in a hood. When I've said we haven't lived in a hood in a long time, but we thank you for your safety and for not letting us worry about what the pagans worry about. And we ask you to teach us something so we can have more wisdom to use to our daily life. In Yeshua's name I pray, amen. Let's do Shema together. Shema Yisrael, Yehovah Eloheinu, Yehovah Echad, Baruch Shem Kevod, Malkuto Leolam Vaed. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord our God is one God. I think you gotta do the 10 Commandments.
Hey, I am the Lord your God who brought you out of the land of Egypt. Do not have any other gods before me. Do not use the Lord's name in vain. Keep the Sabbath holy. Honor your father and mother. Do not murder. Do not commit adultery. Do not steal. Do not lie. And do not covet.
Hey, some smart cats.
Okay, Stray Cats from the Ghetto, Philly. Good job, mother and father. And udder. They would not have any udder. Udders are on cows. All right, Benjamin. Where's the two little baloney noses?
They're with your dad.
They're with their dad. 2 days is in set. 2 days in a whole week. Wow. All right, Benjamin. I want you to read verse 3, Benjamin.
If you live by my regulations, observe my mitzvot, and obey them.
Okay. Now, what does that billboard sign say, Ben?
It says, what if?
What do you think it means, what if?
Like,
What does it mean, Spidey Man?
maybe it's like telling you, what if you were, like what you are right now. It's like saying, what if you were a doctor? Like, what if you didn't do all those stuff that you did and you followed me?
Okay. Lev Baloney. Lever Baloney. Macaroni. Lever Baloney. What do you think what if means? What if? What do you think it means, Lev?
I think what if means like what, like, oh, like saying like I think it means like it's saying like, what should I do or something. Like, let's say,
Okay, well, like what does the word if mean? If. If you explain if. IF.
Miss Kelly never told me that. Just think about it.
If you don't know what the definition of if. Okay. Let's see if Dayon. 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 What do you think the word if means? If.
I don't know.
Don't know what the word if means? Okay, Arlette.
What?
Okay, you don't know what the word if means. So, Arlette, Puzzle Cube, unmute.
Me?
Your youngest sister.
Well,
Arlette, right?
if is like a question if something were to be. What if is like questioning if something were to happen or to be.
Very good. You're a smart little cookie. Puzzle Cube's eating something chocolate.
Yeah, you have to eat pudding because I lost a tooth. I can't. Mommy doesn't want me eating solid food even on this side because she doesn't want stuff getting stuck in here.
And I have a dead lip.
You have a dead lip.
It's numb.
Is it seriously still numb?
Muted.
Your lip is numb. Did you go to the dentist or something?
Yes. Yeah.
When did you go to the dentist?
Yesterday.
And your lip is still numb?
Yeah.
What did they do at the dentist? What did they do?
Well, they numbed my lip and then they put in filling. Because they had to, because it would kind of hurt on this tooth. So they had to numb it.
And that was in the morning yesterday or in the afternoon?
Afternoon.
Well, if it's still numb by noon, tell your mom to call the dentist. That shouldn't be. It only lasts 4 hours.
Okay.
All right. So, what if is a question? What if is a question? Okay. Jeremiah, what if your house were to be broken into? What would you do? What if your house would be broken into and you're there? What would you do? Would you scream and holler, go, ah, don't hurt me, don't hurt me, don't hurt me, don't hurt me?
No. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Jeremiah. What if your house would be broken into and you were sleeping in the middle of the night? What would you do? What if that happened?
Next morning. So if I didn't hurt and I didn't wake up, then if I noticed the next morning it was broken, I'm gonna call the police.
You're gonna call the police? Why would you call the police?
Because somebody broke in.
What if they broke in the middle of the night and you heard them? What if they did? What would you do?
I don't know. I didn't hear like when you said what if you somebody broke into my house and then somebody came and I didn't hear the other part.
What if, Jeremiah, middle of the night, you hear a breaking of a glass in your kitchen there? Mom and Dad are sleeping, and Jacob is over there snoring away. But you hear somebody walking in your house. What if this were to happen? What would you do? It's pitch black. Well, it never gets really black in New York because there's so many lights. But what if it were dark? Middle of the night, it's past 12 midnight. And a man comes into your house, he breaks into the kitchen window there. What if this were to happen? What would you do?
No, I will scream. I just scream.
You'd scream like a little girl?
No.
You'd scream like your mother when she sees a mouse?
No. I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna
Okay. Jacob, what would you do if somebody were to come into your house in the middle of the night? Middle of the night, and Jeremiah is asleep. And Dad's in there, and you can hear Dad. And Mom is like, ooh, ooh.
Run and scream.
Scream like a little girl?
No.
don't run.
Scream like a mouse.
I saw a mouse, and your mother would say, Jacob, go back to sleep.
Call the cops.
You got a phone?
No.
How are you going to call the cops?
Go on my mom's phone. Call the cops. Go on the emergency number and just be 911 there. Hello, what's your emergency?
And I'm gonna scream on the phone. Who's that?
Okay, all right, let's see. Yeshua, what would you do if somebody broke into your new house? Middle night. There's a lion in your bedroom.
I'll take my dad's baseball bat and hit him on the head.
Okay. Hadassah, what would you do? There's a gigantic spider in your room. It's 6 feet big. Gigantic spider the size of Yeshua's
I will
head.
take my mom's shoe and hit the spider with the shoe.
You would take the chancleta and hit it?
Yes.
Okay. Marley, what would you do?
What would you do if someone broke into your house?
Are you paying attention?
I am.
Yeah, I am,
I
but
know you are, Arlette.
you did say a certain thing to Yeshua and to Dasa.
Okay.
I thought you were good. Oh well. If someone were to break in our house, Adrian has a pocket knife. Yeah, I have a pocket knife. Swiss Army knife.
You think the robber is going to be... So you're going to take his pocket knife?
Well, we do have a machete. What do you mean?
What are you going to do? What if something like this were to happen? What are you going to do?
Take Adrian's phone and call the police. You could probably do it on releases too. True.
I have an emergency call where you could just press one button and it calls them, and you have the boom, and then it shows the phone number.
My phone has
just
the same.
call 911.
My phone has the same thing.
Okay. All right. So we're talking about if. What if something were to happen? The other thing that you guys should think about, and you should have a plan with your parents. Okay. What if there's a fire? What if there's a fire in your house, Benjamin? What are you going to do? Benjamin, what if there's a fire in your house?
Go to my emergency exit.
Go to your emergency exit? You going to bring your teddy bear?
No, I don't have one.
You going to bring your toys, your Spider-Man toys?
Maybe.
You're going to save your toys? You're not going to wake up Leia?
Well, I don't really have to. No. I'll wake up Leia, but I don't really have to bring my toys. Well, because I can literally, well, something's more important in this house, like the Torah. So forget those toys. I'll just grab the Torah and leave.
You're not gonna wake up your mom and dad and say, because
They'll
dad's like
probably
sleep.
already woke up because wake up because when there's a fire, you know that there's a fire when you're sleeping. There's the alarms as well. They can
Okay. Okay, let's see. Victoria, what would you do, Victoria? If there's a fire in your house.
I would, well, depending how big, like, if it's only in the kitchen, I would try to blow it out. If it isn't that big, but if it's, like, very big, I would get my family and just get out of the house and call 911.
Okay. What about you, stray cat Tiffany? There's a fire in your living room. What are you gonna do? Some of the light catches on fire overnight. The plug, something happened to the plug, and there's a fire. What are you gonna do? What if this happens?
What if? Okay. Like if it's like a small fire, like Victoria says, and depending on the material that's on fire, I'll try to put it out. But if it's already spread, I'll try to, help get everyone out. Throw Ariel and Lila down the stairs outside.
Okay. You gonna save your teddy bear?
That's not important.
Okay, it's not important. Your teddy bear's not important, but you've had it all your life.
It can burn. It's fine.
What about you, Ariel? What are you gonna do?
Well, just like what Tiffany said, to help get everybody out. Well, depending on the fire.
Who are you gonna get out first?
Whoever's closest to me. Well, that is probably Tiffany. She's closer because I can just bark
So you're gonna throw her out the window?
No. Well, depends on like where the location of the fire is, because like there's two exits here, and one they're like far apart from each other. So if it's like the fire's like on one end of the building, we can just like move over to the other end.
Okay. So you're gonna let Lila burn, throw Tiffany out the window.
I never said that. I just said like Tiffany, Lila sleeps with Tiffany. So if I barge in, they're both gonna wake up.
So you're gonna throw Lila out the window first, or Tiffany out the window first?
Tiffany, then throw Lila on top of Tiffany.
Okay. This is something that you guys should think about because it's very important to have a plan. What if something were to happen? Let's say Leia. Leia, what would you do, Leia? And then Mia, and then Allie Mae.
I would wake up my sisters, and I'm pretty sure my mom and dad would know. So about if a fire was going on, so
Why
I'd
would
wake
they
them
know?
up because they're closer. Well, that's another problem.
Well, the fire was
So,
in your room.
oh,
You
then
know,
I gotta get out.
one of the plugs catches on fire.
Yeah, it's possible. I would have to remove everyone out of the room and go down the exit door. Well, first I'd tell my mom that there's a fire upstairs and we can't do nothing about it. So we have to go to the exit door, call the fire department, and call the fire department. Oh wait, I forgot. We have to get the people downstairs because it's an apartment.
Okay. Mia, there's a fire by your front door. You can't get out the front door. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, Mia?
Okay, so first of all, if everyone else is asleep, I'll wake Brittany and Lev up first. I'll wake both of them up first, and then since by the front door's in the hallway, so then I'll wake Lev and Brittany up, and then I'll try to make. Then I'll wet a blanket out. I'll wet a blanket up so that if there's a possibility that I might catch fire while I'm trying to get through to come to the living room through that door, then I'll wet a blanket. I'll get through the hallway. I'll go through that door, and then since I'll get through the back door of my parents' room, and I'll wake my parents up so that they can grab Asher, and then I'll try to get everyone out. I'll leave the and which way we're gonna get out? We'll have to get out through the window.
You're on the second floor.
By our room and by the living room, there's a tree. There's a tree by the window, a huge tree. So at least either we jump out the window and break a leg or two, or at least get splinters while trying to climb down the tree. At least it's better than being dead.
What I would do, because like there's like a window near my bed. I would open the door, and I would open the window, and then like open those little squares thing.
Oh, the screen.
The screen, and then I would get out on the roof that like goes like downward
on the
and stops over the patio.
The porch, sorry.
I would go there because there's some bushes below there. So what I would do is hang off of there, and then if my feet touch the bush, I would just let go.
You're afraid of heights, Lev.
Not so much anymore.
Okay, Mia, go ahead.
What matters, even though I might be afraid of heights, what matters to me more is surviving. It's a life and death situation, so I choose life better. I prefer not to die. I'll leave the window open for our cat to get out. That's what my mom says. That first get everyone out. Either the cat will get out her way, or the firefighters will get her out.
Firefighters are not going to get her out. Maybe somebody from the Chinese restaurant will.
No, they won't. No, the firefighters will be sensitive about the pets.
Save Peppa! Save my dolly! Save Peppa!
No, the toys don't matter. Except maybe the bag that I take for Shabbat because it has my Bible in it. I'll take that. At least.
You're not going to throw it out the window first?
No.
I'll take everything.
Or I could. I'll throw it out the window first, and then after I have everyone up, I'll throw it out the window. Go.
Okay, let's see what Allie Mae says. Allie Mae Day. There's a fire by your front door. What are you gonna do?
Probably go out the side door or down through the basement.
You're not gonna wake up your mother and father?
Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta think about that.
No. Yeah, I'll wake them up.
What about all the guns in your house?
We can't carry the whole safe.
Does it say fireproof?
Yeah.
So the guns should be safe.
Yeah, I think so. Daddy, is the safe fireproof? He said it's fireproof, so.
Of course it's fireproof. It's fireproof and gunproof. Nobody can shoot in my safe. It's got to be safe. It's a safe. All right. Now, the reason why we're talking about this, guys, is we have to think of situations that might happen. But the Lord is saying, Jehovah is saying here in verse 3, if you live by my regulations, observe my mitzvot, obey them. So if you do something, there's going to be something else that happens. What do you think he means? What is to observe? Jeremiah. What does the word observe mean?
Observe. I think observe means like to like look what it means.
Look what it means.
To see?
Excuse me?
I mean, like to see? To watch?
To see, to watch. Okay, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. Let's go to Victoria. Victoria. And then to Kevin. Victoria, then Kevin.
It means to see, like watch very closely, closely. Oh my god, I forgot how to pronounce that.
Closely.
Closely. Okay, there. I forgot the yeah, to watch closely.
Watch closely. So here it's saying if you live by my regulation, observe my mitzvah. What do you think Jehovah means that? To observe his. What do you think the sentence means, Victoria?
I think it means to like observe like what they would do and what they tell you to do.
So you're watching them?
No, to observe like what they mean.
So what do you
Like,
think observe means then?
I'm sorry?
What do you think observe means then in this instance? I'll get to you, Lev. Wait a minute. I gotta go to Kevin next.
Yeah, it would mean to read them closely to see what it means and see if like there's anything that you were doing wrong or something, and then you would obey them.
Okay, very good. Kevin, what does the word observe mean, Kevin? See the top of your head, Kevin.
That you're like carefully reading the Torah, you're carefully looking for if there's something important.
Carefully looking to see if it's something important. Okay, very good. What do you think, Jennifer?
I think it means when you like look at something very like with like you're not doing it in a rush, you're just doing it calmly and careful. So if you don't, so you understand it.
Careful to see that you understand it. Okay, careful to see that you understand it. Okay, Lev had her hand up, then Benjamin.
Observe mean it's like a person is like, let's say you want to become a doctor, and I mean, let's say you want to become a construction person, like a boy wants to become a construction person, and there as and his dad takes him there, but like far away from the work area. The boy is watching closely and learning as they keep building.
Okay, so he's watching closely and learning as they're building the building. So then how do you apply that very good example to verse 3? Read verse 3, Lev.
It says, if you live by my regulation, observe my mitzvot and obey them. Sorry. I think how you're supposed to apply this to verse 3 is because it says observe my mitzvot. So like you're carefully looking at the Bible, like to see like about let's say you want to see about the Shemitah. You're looking carefully in the Bible for the Shemitah, and also you're also you're obeying God by 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 reading His Torah.
Okay, so you're carefully reading the Bible and you're reading his Torah. Okay, so you're learning how to do it. Benjamin, very good, Lev.
So if you live by my regulations, observe my mitzvot, and obey them. So that means like pay close attention to what they're doing, so that you won't mess up in the future. So that you don't mess up. And they want you to listen too. They want you to listen very closely and very carefully, so that when you do it, when you do the same thing, you have to pay close attention, because maybe you might mess up. Maybe you'll just mess up the whole thing.
Okay, that's very good, Benjamin. So what's the difference between a regulation and a mitzvah?
A mitzvot is his commandments, and regulation is
It says, if you live by my regulations, so it's Jehovah's regulations, observe my mitzvot and obey them. So what's the difference between a regulation and a mitzvot?
um uh
Wait, say it.
wait. So mitzvot is like the commandments, like his commandments, and like the holy days and this, and then regulations is uh,
Leia, help out Ben. He's going to hurt himself.
I think what it is that the law,
Speak up,
which is
please.
the
Speak up,
mitzvah,
please.
the law, which is the mitzvah is the law, is like do the Pesach, and the regulation, I think, would be like how to do the Pesach.
Very good. Okay, say it again and say it louder.
Mitzvot are do the Pesach, and regulations is how to do the Pesach.
Okay, very good. So Leia told us that. Now, Tiffany, how do you do Yom Teruah? What's the mitzvot and the regulations of Yom Teruah?
We have to sound the trumpets.
Or shofar.
The shofar. Sorry. The standards. We have to sound the shofar.
Anything else? Like when? How? How long? What else?
We have to sight. Well, first you gotta sight the moon. You know. That's on the 7th, but so we had to sight the moon on the 6th. We able do Yom Teruah, and then it's an entire day. It's
Aren't there like 4 blasts?
7th month on the first day. So yeah, you gotta sight the moon to make sure. And then we had to sound the shofar.
There's like 4 soundings, right?
Yeah, I think you do 4 soundings.
Can you make the sound of the 4 soundings, Ario? Stray Cat, Ario?
Something like one is like 7, like
What kind of sounds is it going to be in the hood?
okay, it's like like one a long one. Then there's like this other one is like goes up and down 7 times, and And the other two, I forgot.
Wait, one is like
Yeah, like 7 times.
That can be the police sirens.
So one is like the car alarm. Woo, woo, woo.
Yes.
And one's like the car alarm. Doot, 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 doot. Come on, you know the sounds in the ghetto there.
Yes, and then we will the long
The long one, the long straight one.
Yeah, the
Your face turns purple.
Yes. Wait, there's one more because it's 4.
Yes,
I don't remember the last one.
You only got 3 car sounds by your house?
There's plenty of more, but I'm pretty sure there's a 4th one that has up there sound. I don't remember which one it is.
Jeremiah, do you know the 4 sounds of Yom Teruah?
No, not yet, but I know that there are 7 sounds.
You don't know the 4 sounds, but there's 7 sounds?
Yes. That's what Oscar said.
Okay, what about you there, Jacob?
I know only 4 sounds because one of them goes like the toot 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 like 7 times, and then there's one that's a long blast and ends on a high note, and then the third one is 3 short blasts, goes like toot toot toot, and then I think the last one is just a regular long blast.
What do you think, Lev? And Dayan?
I think that teruah is one that sounds like a car alarm, like going up and down 3 times. And then I think that one's the teruah, I think. And then I can name a few of those. I think I can name all 4 of them.
Okay.
Teruah, Tekiah Gadolah, the Tekiah, and the Shivarim.
Okay, let's see if you're right. Yeshua, what do you think? What are the 4 sounds? Yeshua, Lara, 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 Land.
I know one sound.
Only one?
Yes.
Okay,
Is the long sound, the long blast.
okay.
What do you? Okay, Pinkus, you tell us.
How's that?
Come on, Pinkus, go ahead. You wanted to talk. Go ahead. All right, Yeshua, make the sound of the one you know. Okay, so that one's get the what? You know any others?
No, just those 2.
Just those 2 you remember?
Yes.
Come on.
You're gonna have to do it at your new house all by yourselves.
You remember another one? No? Don't remember more sound?
No.
Adrian, do you know any of the sound? How do you do Yom Teruah?
Yom Teruah?
You know what Yom Teruah is?
No, I don't know if I've heard of it. Yes.
So, well, we're studying the commandments and regulations. So, but we haven't gotten to studying that part yet. So we're still getting there.
Okay, well, one of the things that you guys should do is first study the basics first, the 7 holy days and Shabbat. The other commandments don't matter if you're not doing the majors. The majors are Mia, tell the Sinclairs of the 7 holy days, the 8 holy days, the 10 Kadosh Mikrim.
All right. So there's Pesach, in other words, Passover. Hag Matzah, day 1. Hag Matzah, day 7. Bikurim. Shavuot. Yom Teruah. Yom Kippur. Sukkot 1. In other words, Sukkot day 1. Sukkot day 8. And Shabbat.
Okay.
Now say them all in English since the Sinclairs don't know the Ivrit.
So Passover, the feast of unleavened bread, or matzah, whichever way you want to do it. I'll just say feast of unleavened bread, day 1. Feast of unleavened bread, day 2. Then the first fruits. There is Shavuot, or Pentecost. Then the Feast of Trumpets. Then the Day of Atonement. In other words, Yom Kippur. Sukkot, or the Feast of Tabernacles, or Feast of Booths, day 1. Feast of Tabernacles, day 8. And the Sabbath.
Asher, chill out, man. Asher, quiet down. Check up Avakasha. Got a stuffed up nose or something.
He just woke up.
Have a cup of coffee, kid. Have some coffee. And now, Sinclair's, can you name the 7 holy days of Jehovah?
7 holy days of Jehovah. Yeah,
So,
you've got
there's Passover, the unleavened bread, day 1, unleavened bread, day 2.
It's actually day 7.
Oh,
Day 7.
day 7. And then there was the I keep forgetting. Feast of Trumpets.
No, that's way down the line. Hey, it's good to study the commandments, but if you don't know the basics, then the commandments don't matter. Because these are set aside days. Okay? So if you don't know those, then you're not honoring your Father in heaven. These are days that are special to him. These are must be kept. So if you're studying the commandments, it is good, but if you don't have the basics, like if you build a roof and you don't have a house to put it on, it's kind of silly to have a roof. You know, you build a roof on the ground because you're afraid of heights. You're not going to get it up on top of the house. Okay? All right, so now back to this part. So the Jehovah says, if you live by my regulations, observe my mitzvot, and obey them. So you first have to observe the mitzvot. So we got pretty much in a little bit over a month, in 33 days, maybe, if the moon's sighted. Okay, in 33 days or 34 days or 32 days. Okay? Mitzvot of Yom Teruah is coming. Okay? So here, now let's read Matthew 7, verse 24. Ali may read Matthew 7, verse 24.
So everyone who hears these words of mine and acts on them will be like a sensible man who built his house on bedrock.
Okay, Benjamin, what do you think this means?
Well, everyone who hears these words.
Okay, on your next.
Wait.
Did you eat breakfast this morning, Benjamin?
Yes.
What did you have for breakfast?
Like eggs.
Can't even remember what you had for breakfast?
I just said it.
What did you have for breakfast?
Eggs.
Okay. So what's going on with your brain this morning? Did you get enough sleep last night? Are you tired?
No, I got enough sleep.
What?
I got enough sleep.
You got enough sleep. So you're not answering questions very quickly this morning. You're like, come on, Ben, this is easy stuff. How old are you? ¿Cuántos años?
I'm 11.
You're 11 and you can't read and tell me what the sentence means? So everyone who hears these words of mine and acts on them will be like a sensible man who built his house on bedrock. What is a sensible man, Benjamin? Is Spider-Man a sensible man, or is Thor? Tony Stark a sensible man, or is Thanos a sensible?
Well, I think Tony Stark is a sensible man.
Why do you think Tony Stark is a sensible man?
Huh?
Why do you think Tony Stark is a sensible man?
Because
Sorry, the leaf blower guys outside.
Because maybe he has why is he a sensible man? Because maybe I don't really know. Hello?
Sorry, I got the wonderful leaf blowers and the windows are open, so it's hot. Leia, help me understand this sentence. Ben is out to lunch this morning.
What I think what a sensible man would be is a man that is wise and reasonable, makes wise decisions.
He makes wise decisions. Okay. How would one make a wise decision? What would you base your information on?
Like how it says who built his house on bedrock. And I think there was this passage that I read that's like someone built their house on sand. That's not very that's common sense there. If you build a house on sand, it's not gonna hold. It's not a strong foundation. So a guy who builds his house on bedrock has a strong foundation. That would be someone who made a wise decision because it makes sense.
Okay, so he made a wise decision and it makes sense. Well, secular people make what they think it makes sense.
Well, in their eyes, some
What would Yeshua be talking about here?
that he would be talking about is that you need to be like a sensible man. You need to have you have to make wise decisions in your life. And one of the wise decisions would be like it says in the beginning of Matthew 7 verse 24. So everyone who hears these words of mine and acts on them will be like a sensible man. So anyone who does that, it's a good wise decision.
Okay, very good. Leia, very good. Let's see, Victoria. Victoria, So everyone who hears these words of mine and acts on them will be like a sensible man built his house on bedrock. What do you think that sentence means, Victoria?
I think this sentence means um like a person that is intelligent and that will make like common sense and will have sense in what they build.
What makes a person intelligent?
Like studying, and just studying and knowing what they're doing.
Does somebody who doesn't know God, are they intelligent?
Well, I mean, if they don't know God, some people can be, but like they're not gonna be intelligent when they go up to when they're gonna be judged. So
Well, a lot of people don't believe in heaven, so they think they're intelligent in the world. Is that really good? Is that what Yeshua is talking about here, Matthew 7, verse 24?
no, he's wait, so, yeah. So it's gonna be like a man that trusts God's words, and so he'll have knowledge on things because God does in some of the chapters he says how to do things and in what way.
Okay, how to do things one way. Okay, let's go over to Ariel. Now, Ariel in verse 24, um, there's a plus, and then you get equals. So you hear it says, "Hear the words of mine, acts on them." Then it equals a sensible man. What do you think that Yeshua is talking about there? Hears plus acts equals sensible. What do you think he means by that, Ariel?
I think it's like also then like the New Testament. I think it was like where Shaul writes. He's like no, no, I think it wasn't Shaul, but I think it was like one of them, one of the apostles wrote. Right, so it was like faith without action is meaningless, and faith with actions is like it's powerful. I think it's what that's what.
That was Shaul.
Oh, that was true. I think he was quoting from this. It's like it's like when you obey the Torah, you have riches here on earth, and you also have riches there in heaven. I think as Yeshua said that whatever you store here will be stored in heaven. Whatever you get rid of here you'll get rid of in heaven.
Okay. So you're talking about store your riches in heaven? How do you store riches in heaven, Ariel?
With your actions, you'll probably.
Okay.
I think yeah, with your actions.
With your actions. What do you think there, Adrian? What do you think this sentence means?
I think it means that a reasonable person should be one who hears the words of God and acts on them. And then an analogy showing that it's like a house built on bedrock. The bedrock is the foundation, God's word.
Okay, so the church says that we don't need the Old Testament anymore. So what are they doing with the foundation? They say we're not under the law anymore. People say that.
They
So
seem
did
to
they
be
have the
doing away with
foundation?
the law.
Excuse me?
Sorry, they seem to be doing away with the law.
So do you think they have a foundation?
Nope. They're building on sand.
What's going to happen when you don't have a foundation?
You get washed away when the floods come.
Okay. Now, Marley, what do you think the equation is here? Here's plus acts equals sensible. What do you think that means? Here's plus acts equals sensible. Or don't hear.
See it?
Bless you.
Thank you.
Here's minus negative here's negative acts equals negative sensitive. Or here's plus acts equals sensible. What do you think that means, Marley? Here's plus acts means sensible.
Well, a man who builds on sand, his house will be washed away. A man who builds on bedrock, the house will just stand. You don't have to redo it. So it's kind of like the word of God.
So if somebody that goes to church on Sunday, are they building their house on rock or sand?
And
Sand? Why are they building their house on sand?
going to church on Sunday, right?
Yeah. You said they're building your house on sand. Why?
Because Sunday is not God's holy day. Saturday is.
Well, Messiah rose from the grave on Sunday, the first day of the week. What do you think, Marley?
I've become stumped.
Arlette,
Hmm?
what's your sister's name?
Marlies.
Marlies, you can you call her Riette.
Riette. I said Riette.
I heard Arlette or something.
Sorry, Riette. Riette. Riette.
Yes.
What do you think Riette in her last meant? What do you think of people that are building their Sunday worship? Are they building their house on sand or rock?
I think it's sand because the Sunday worship is not exactly in the Bible, unless they have a fake Bible that people have changed.
Okay, very good. All right, everybody. If you live by Jehovah's regulations and observe its mitzvot, then you're following Yeshua. If you don't listen to the regulations and the mitzvot, then you're not following Yeshua. You're following the Catholic Church, because they're the one that started it. All right, let me close out this part here, and then we'll close our day in prayer. Read it. I told you to read it. You're going to get the first chance to guess the number. Let me fix this here and see everybody. Okay, let me see everybody here. All right. I'm thinking a number of 1 to 10. Riette, what is the number I'm thinking of? You're muted. Adrian, you're muted.
We're praying.
No, we're not praying yet. We got to guess. She got to see if she can guess the number first. She gets the first chance to guess the number.
Okay. 8. Oh wait, oh no.
Dayon.
7.
Jacob.
10.
Benjamin.
3.
Lev.
6.
Allie Mae.
1.
Jacob.
5.
Mia.
9.
Yeshua.
3.
Jeremiah.
2.
Shmooey.
1.
Riet.
4.
You got it. I pray to close our day.
Lord, I thank you for this wonderful day. I thank you that we could spend our time doing devotional, that we could learn something new. And I thank you that I pray that we will finish school quickly today so we can play and enjoy our time. Amen.
Amen. Have a good day there, chicken.
Shalom.
Shalom.